Magandang araw po sa ating lahat. Muli ayan, nagbabalik po tayo sa ating review session and this would be the last video para po sa ating um, set 1. Okay, sa ating session 1. Okay, this would be session 1 video 4. Okay, or set 1 video 4. Para po sa ating numerical ability review po. Okay? In preparation for the civil service examination. Okay? Muli ako po pala si Sir Arvin Bautista, ang inyo pong review master, ang inyo pong lecturer sa numerical ability. Okay? So, ngayon, dahil ito ay last set na nga po, okay, we'll be tackling na the operations on integers, the decimals, and the fraction. Okay? Fraction, decimals. Hanggang dun lang pala tayo pagdating ng session 1. Okay? Kasi sa session 2, doon natin i-unpack yung iba pa. Okay? So, sabi ko nga sa inyo, building tayo ng inyong basics. Okay? Ng skills ninyo for session 1 and kalahati. Okay? Or 1/4 lang, hindi naman kalahati. 1/4 lang ng session 2. Kasi pagdating na doon sa mga susunod pa, um, focus na tayo. Mas focus na tayo sa mga problem solving. Even though, pansin nyo naman, sa mga ano ngayon, sa mga sa ating mga review session, sa mga video, mga nauna, binibigyan ko kayo ng mga question na naka-problem form na din para at least alam na natin, okay? Lalo ngayon sa session natin ngayon, sa fraction, sa integer, sa decimals, ayan, mas bibigyan ko pa kayo ng mga problem solving na, okay? Pero ayun nga, dun lang iikot muna sa kung ano man yung dinidiscuss natin, okay? So, operations on integers na tayo. Ito, very basic lang din naman. Balikan lang natin. Si integer po, these are the numbers. Okay? Collection siya ng whole numbers. Pag sinabing whole numbers, okay, yun yung counting numbers, 0 hanggang positive infinity, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hanggang kung ilan man, plus the negative of the natural numbers. Okay? So, ayan. The set of integers consists of the positive whole numbers, negative whole numbers, and 0. Once again, si 0 po ay neither positive nor negative. Kaya po kung mapapansin po natin dito sa ating screen, okay? So, ayan. And ito po, ibig sabihin, negative infinity yan. Kasi ibig sabihin, tuloy-tuloy lang yan hanggang negative infinity. Dito naman, dahil siya ay nasa right side, ito naman po ay positive infinity. Okay? So, ayan. Infinity po yan. Tanggapin nyo na infinity yan. Alam ko pangit po yung drawing ko. Okay? So, ayan. Siguro naman pang ilang video na to. Sanay na kayo. So, ayan po. So, next one. So, ano nga ba? Siyempre, operations on integers. Unahin natin si addition. Dito, kay addition, kapag same sign, wala tayong masyadong problema. Bakit? You just simply add the numbers. You first disregard the sign, okay? So, sa dulo nyo na lang i-add yung common sign, kung ano man yung common sign. Example dito, okay? Dito, actually, kung makikita nyo, may positive sign ako na nilagay, okay? Para lang maipakita na ito po ay integers, hindi lang siya basta number. Pero po, tatandaan po natin, positive numbers, hindi na po talaga nilalagyan niya ng positive sign, okay? Hindi na yan nilalagyan. Kasi automatic na kapag isang number ay walang sign, automatic that's a positive one. Okay? Kaya dito, kung mapapansin, we have 138, positive 138. Inad lang siya directly kay 200. Then, kung dito, hindi ko na nilagyan ng sign, okay? Yung sa harap ng 338. So, ganun lang naman kasi kadali kapag addition po. Okay? So, ngayon, let's proceed na dun sa medyo mas kailangan nating tutukan. So, dito, sa addition po ng integers, if they have different signs, okay? Una, isusubtract daw po. Sinong isusubtract? Yung smaller. Kanino ibabawas yung smaller? Kay larger number. Okay? And then, you write the sign of the larger number. So, yung larger number po, kung ano man yung sign niya, yun po yung ating susundan. Example here, we have negative 285. plus 100. Ang naging sagot po ay negative 185. Bakit? Anong ginawa dyan? We have 285 minus 100. Minus lang natin yan. Dahil ito naman ay 0, 0, bring down na lang natin yung 5 tsaka yung 8. Then 2 minus 1, okay, 185. So ito 185, because the larger number po has a negative sign, which is 285, pagdating dito, ang finalo na sign ni 185 ay yung kay larger number po. Okay? So, ganun yung atake natin dito. Let's have an example. Let's have a smaller example muna. We have negative 75 plus 12. What is negative 75 plus 12? Once again, sa aking po mga discussion, I want you to try to solve. Okay? Na makiisa tayo. Participate tayo. Try nyo pong isolve on your own. Please refrain from using calculators. Okay? Para at least pagdating sa exam, hindi na tayo maninibago. Okay? Ayan, siguro naman sapat na yung mga sinabi ko para na-solve natin to. So, ngayon, ano ba sabi kanina? Okay? You subtract, ibawas mo daw po yung smaller number kay larger number, then you copy the sign of the larger number. Smaller number is 12, the larger number is 75. So, we have here 75 minus 12. Okay, 5 minus 2, that's 3. 7 minus 1, that is 6. Okay? So, 63. 63 magiging sagot, pero positive or negative? That would be a negative 63. Bakit? Kasi yung larger number natin ay negative number po. Okay, negative 75. Next one. Let's have another na medyo maliit pa rin. 98 plus negative 25 plus 32. Okay? 98 plus negative 25 plus 32. Okay? Ano kaya ang ating magiging sagot dito? Okay, so ayan, siguro naman na-pause na natin. So ito, reviewees, kapag ako nakaka-encounter ng ganito, anong ginagawa ko? Ina-add ko po muna yung dalawang positive. Okay? Kasi puro addition naman to, di ba? So, add ko muna yung dalawang positive. So, anong mangyayari? We have here 98 plus 32. Okay, 8 plus 2, that is 10. Okay, carry 1. 1 plus 9, 10 plus 3, that is 13. So, meron na tayo 130 plus negative 25. Ayan na yung sasagutan natin. So, ngayon, sabi kanina, larger number minus a smaller number. So, 130 minus 25. 130 minus 25, that would give us 105. So, our answer is 105. Positive or negative? That is a positive 125. Bakit positive? Kasi mas malaki po si 130 compared kay negative 25 or kay 25. Okay po? So, ayan siya. Let's have a relatively bigger number. We have negative 345 plus 672 plus negative 129. Ayan. Negative 345 plus 672 plus negative 129. What would be our answer? Okay? Pakipause po yung video para sa mga gusto mag-solve. Okay? Kindly solve po on your own ha, para naman hindi tayo, nakikinig lang kay Sir Arvin. So, ayan po. So, sabi ko nga sa inyo, kung mayroong parehas ng sign, unahin mo siya pag-addin mo muna. Okay? Para ang susundin muna nating rule ay yung addition of integers with similar or same sign. So, we have here 345 and 129, parehas silang negative. So, 345 plus 129. 5 plus 9, that's 14, carry 1. 1 plus 4, that is 5 plus 2, that is 7. Then, we have 3 plus 1, that is 4. So, we have 474. Anong sign ng 474? That's a negative 474. plus 672. Okay? So, ngayon, we're just dealing with two numbers. Isang negative, isang positive. So, they have different sign. So, smaller number, bawas natin sa bigger number. Ang bigger number ay si 672 minus a smaller number which is 474. 2 minus 4 cannot be. Borrow tayo dito. Magiging 6. Magiging 12. 12 minus 4, that would be 8. Oh, 66 minus 47. Okay, or gusto natin isa-isahin. Sige. Itong 6, magiging 5. Magbabarrow tayo. Kasi magiging 16 minus 7, that would be 9. Then 5 minus 4, that is 1. So, we have 198. Ang tanong, anong sign ni 128? Positive or negative? That is a positive 1. Okay? Kasi po, 672 is definitely larger than 474. And si 672 po ay a positive number. Okay? So, yun lang naman yun. Sa addition of integers, kailangan lang talaga identify natin ng maayos kung parehas ba yung sign nila or magkaiba. Okay? And yun lang, wag lang po natin kakalimutan na ang gagamitin po nating sign, okay, kapag magkaiba sila ng sign, na gagamitin po nating sign ay yung kay larger number. Okay? Usually, dun kasi nakakalimutan. Okay? Dun po nakakalimutan yan kapag nag-e-exam na. Dahil nga natataranta, kailangan magmabilis, pagsasagot, nasolve nga ng tama, mali naman yung sign. E pagdating kay integer, magkamali ka ng sign, patay kang bata ka, mali yung sagot mo. Okay po? Usually pa naman ng mga test writers, ilalagay talaga nila sa choices yung positive tsaka yung negative doon. So, magkamali ka ng sign, pareho sila nasa option. Okay? So, namali ka ng pili. Okay po? Next one. For the next one, subtraction naman tayo. Okay? So, in subtracting signed numbers, change the sign of the subtrahend, then proceed to addition of integers. Okay? Once again, ang sabi po dyan, in subtracting signed numbers, change the sign of the subtrahend, then proceed to, okay, addition of integers. Eh, ang tanong, ano ba si subtrahend? Okay? The subtrahend is, okay? Ang subtrahend po natin ay yung pangalawa. Kung dito, okay, dito asan ba si subtrahend? Oh, ito po ay tinatawag nating minuend. Ito ang ating subtrahend. Okay? So, dito, kung mapapansin po natin, okay? Ito, wala pa kasi ito. Wait lang, sorry. Hindi ko kasi siya natanggal. Lagyan nga natin. Burahin natin. Okay? So, ayan. Sige. Negative 10,348 minus negative 9,753. Anong sabi? Change the sign of the subtrahend. Baguhin daw po natin yung sign ng subtrahend. So, ito, from negative, gagawin natin siya. Kakancel na natin siya. Magiging positive na po ito. Then, we proceed to the addition of integers. Okay? So, we proceed na daw po sa addition of integers. So, itong subtraction sa labas, maka-cancel na din siya. Magiging addition na po iyan. Okay? So, ano na mangyayari? Negative 10,348 plus 9,753 na yung magiging ating ating pong operation na gagawin or yung sasagutan natin. So, ano bang sabi? O, edi dahil nasa addition na tayo ng integers, ang tanong, are they the same sign or different sign? Ang papansinin na natin yung yellow, ha? Kasi nag-cancel na tayo. Sinunod na natin yung sinabi na change the sign of the subtrahend. Okay? So, ngayon, magiging addition na po siya ng ng different sign. O ano bang different sign? Anong sabi naman sa rule ng addition of different sign? Di ba sabi, the smaller number should be subtracted from the larger number. So, ano na mangyayari? 10,340 sorry. Ba't ako naglagay doon? Minus 9,753. Ayan na yung magiging operation. Sorry po. So, we have 8 minus 3, that would be 5. 4 minus 5, that's cannot be. Okay. So, magbabarrow tayo. Ito ay magiging 2. Ito ay magiging 14. 14 minus 5, that would be 9. Sorry, hindi pantay-pantay yung pagkakasulat ko. Ito na naman tayo. Si Sir hindi na nadala. Okay, 753. Ayan. Okay. So, hindi na rin pantay ito nasa baba ko. Okay, so 95. So, ayan na siya. So, next would be 2 minus 7. That cannot be. So, ito magbabaro. Magbabaro. Ito magiging 0, magiging 9, magiging 12. 12 minus 7, that would be 5. 9 minus 9, yan lang. So, we have 595. The same goes with this one. Okay? Pero, anong sign nito? Positive or negative? The answer would be negative 595. Okay po, negative po dapat siya ha. Bakit? Kasi mas malaki yung 10,348 kay positive or kay 9,753. Okay? Let's have another examples. We have negative 45 minus 30. What would be the answer? Negative 45 minus 30. Okay? Pause the video kung medyo kailangan ng oras. Okay? Ngayon, gawin na natin. So, sabi kanina, babaguhin po natin si subtrahen. Asa si subtrahen? Si 30. Ano bang sign ni 30? Positive or negative? Okay? We take it as if 30 is a positive 1. Bakit? Kasi itong, ayan, yan symbol na yan, hindi po yan negative sign. Yan po ay minus sign. Okay? So, ayan. So, negative 45 minus 30. So, magiging negative 45 tsaka negative 30. Ano ng operation? Magiging addition na po siya. Okay? Di ba sabi nga natin kanina, o balikan natin, baka lang nakalimutan. You change the sign of the subtrahend. Nag-change tayo ng sign. From positive 30, ginawa natin negative 30. Then, you proceed with the addition of integers. Yun po yung sabi ng rule natin dito. So, negative 45 plus negative 30, they have the same sign. So, ano daw ba gagawin pag same sign? You just simply add and then copy the same sign. So, 45 plus 30, kaya naman nating i-mental math yan. 45 plus 30, that would be 75. Ang tanong, positive or negative? That's a negative 75. Kasi parehas naman silang negative. That's obvious. Okay? Next one, we have 70 minus negative 120. Okay, minus negative 120. What would be the answer? Okay? So, ayan. You may pause the video, ha? Kaya medyo tumatahimik din ako after kung itanong para makapag-pause kayo. Okay? So, 70 minus negative 20, sabi nga, you change the sign of the subtrahend. So, from negative 120, magiging positive 120. From minus, magiging plus. So, 70 plus 120, that would be equal to 190. Very good. And that's a positive 1 kasi parehas naman po silang positive number. Okay? Next one, we have negative 4,000. Lagay natin. Negative 4,000 minus negative 1,250. Okay? Negative 4,000 times negative 1, minus negative 1,250. What would be the answer? Okay? So, ayan. I hope na na-solve na natin. So, ngayon, sundan muna natin yung rule. So, negative 4,000. Sorry. Negative 4,000. Magiging plus na, pero babaguhin yung sign. So, from negative 1 to 50, magiging positive 1 to 50. Then, we proceed with the addition of integers. Okay? So, ayan. Dahil ito ay isang negative at isang positive, anong gagawin? Bigger number minus a smaller number. So, 4,000 minus 1 to 50, 0. Cannot be. Magiging 3, magiging 9, magiging 10. 10 minus 5, that's 5. 9 minus 2, that is 7. 3 minus 1, that is 2. Okay? So, the answer is 2,750. Ang tanong, anong sign? That would be a negative 2,750 kasi po negative 4,000 or 4,000 is larger compared to 1 to 50. Okay po? So, ganyan lang naman kasimple ang subtraction. Okay? Kung kanina, sa addition, tinitake in consideration ba natin kung magkaiba sila or parehas sila? Pagdating kay subtraction, then mabasa ang rule natin, you change the sign of the subtrahend, then you proceed with the addition of integers. Next one. Okay, multiplication naman po tayo. So, for the multiplication, ano sabi dito? When two numbers of the same signs are multiplied, the product is positive. When two numbers of opposite signs are multiplied, the product is negative naman daw po. Okay? So, in simple term, positive times positive is equal to positive. Negative times negative would be equal to positive pa rin. Positive times negative, that is equal to negative. And negative times positive is equal to negative po. Okay? Actually, parehas naman po ng rules sa multiplication and sa division pagdating po sa sign. Okay? Kapag magkaiba ng sign, automatic the answer is negative. Pag parehas ng sign, automatic the answer is positive. Okay? So, kaya dito kung mapansin natin, positive 12 times, ito rin po yung, ganyan, yung asterisk, ginagamit din po yan as a multiplication symbol. Okay? So, positive 12 times positive 4, positive 48. Negative 16 times positive 5, negative 80. Okay? So, let's have an example. Basic, negative 6 times 4. Feeling ko, napaka-basic nito. Okay? Negative 6 times 4, that is negative 24. Okay? Next, negative 12 times negative 21. What is the answer? Okay? The answer would be... solve pa ba natin? Sige, solve natin. 12 times 21, yung 1, so magiging 12. 12 times 2, that's 24. So, 2, 5, 2. Parehas negative, so the answer is positive. So, we have 252. Okay? Paano kung 0 times negative 25? What would be the answer? Okay? The answer would be 0. Positive, negative, 0 lang po. Okay? Tandaan, wala pong sign ng 0. Okay? Any number multiplied to 0 will always be equal to 0. Kahit yan po ay positive pa or negative. Okay? 0 lang po. Wala na pong sign yan. Okay? So, hindi ba kasama si 0 yung kapag hindi nilagyan ng sign? Automatic positive, hindi po kasama si 0 doon. Okay po? So, ayan. Medyo mababa lang yung multiply ko sa inyo. Bakit? Kasi we're practicing na alam nyo yung sign na isusulat. Hindi naman yung para mag-multiply talaga. Okay? May time tayo for that. Next, for the division, sabi ko nga sa inyo kanina, okay, parehas lang ng rules sa multiplication at sa division. Kapag parehas ang sign, automatic, that's a positive. Kapag magkaiba, automatic negative po yung sagot. Kaya dito, Ayan, negative 96 divided by 3, that is negative 32. Negative 84 divided by negative 7, that is positive 12. Okay? Let's have an example. Basic. 48 divided by negative 8. What would be the answer? Kung ang sagot po natin ay 6, mali po ang sagot. Dapat negative 6. Okay? Di ba? Next. Negative 450 divided by negative 15. What would be the answer? Kaya ba? Okay, solve tayo. Solve natin ha. Deadmahin muna natin yung sign. 450 divided by 15. Si 15, hindi kaya divide by 4, kaya proceed tayo with 45. 45 divided by 15, that is simply 3. 3 times 15, that is 45. Dahil 0 na to, maglagay ka na ng 0 dyan. So, the answer is 30. Positive or negative? That is positive 30. Very good. Kasi negative 450 tsaka negative 15 siya. Next one, last one. Negative 357 divided by 21. Okay? 357 divided by 21. Okay? Solve natin. 357 divided by 21. Si 3 hindi kaya ni 21. Si 35 kaya. Ilang 21 na meron sa 35? Isa lang. So, 1 times 21, that is 21. 35 minus 21, that would be equal to 14. Okay? Tama? 14. Bring down 7. 147 divided by 21. Try. Okay? Pansinin nyo to. Ito ay 1. Ito ay 7. Anong i-multiply sa 1 para makuha ang 7? Usually, ganyan ako mag-try. Kasi kumbaga, pag wala kang calculate, trial and error, minsan yun nangyayari, di ba? 7. Try natin. 21 times 7. 7. 7 times 2, 14. 147. Di ba sakto? 7 times 21, 147. The answer is 17. Positive or negative? That is a negative 17. Bakit negative 17? Si 357 may negative sign, si 21 wala. So, magkaiba sila ng sign. Therefore, the answer is a negative number as well. Okay? Let's try to solve problems. Okay? Para mahasa yung ating pagsasagot po ng multiple choice na type of exam. The temperature in Baguio was 18 degrees Celsius in the morning. It dropped by 23 degrees Celsius at night. What was the temperature at night? Once again, the temperature in Baguio was 18 degrees Celsius in the morning. It dropped by 23 degrees Celsius at night. What was the temperature at night? A, 41 degrees Celsius. B, 5 degrees Celsius. C, negative 5 degrees Celsius. Or D, negative 41 degrees Celsius. Okay? You may pause the video kung hindi pa kaya. Pero ngayon, let's try to solve. So, we are given 18 degrees Celsius in the morning. So, we have 18. Drop. Okay? Ibig sabihin, bumaba. Pag sinabing bumaba, minus. Minus ano? 23. 18 minus 23. Okay, ipa-follow pa natin yung rule. You change the sign of the subtrahend, then proceed with addition. 18 plus negative 23. Rule ng addition, pag magkaiba ang sign, larger number minus the smaller number. 23 minus 18, 5. Then, you get the sign of the larger number, which is negative. So, we have negative 5, that is letter C. Okay? So, ayan po siya. Next one. What is the value of negative 5 raised to 3? Alam na natin yung exponent. Hindi niyo pwedeng sabihin, si sir, hindi naman yung tinuro, tapos ayan yung tanong. O, nauna ko na po diniscuss sa inyo yung exponent. So, dapat, we're familiar na with that one. Okay? What is the value of negative 5 raised to 3? Si negative 5 ay nasa loob ng parentheses. Is that letter A, 125, letter B, negative 125, letter C, 15, letter D, negative 15? Kung ang naging option nyo po ay letter C at letter D, Diyos ko, tatumbling talaga ako. Okay, bakit? Tandaan po natin, yung power po signifies kung ilang beses mo i-multiply yung number to itself. So, kung meron ka dyan negative 5, anong mangyayari? Negative 5 times negative 5 times negative 5. Hindi yan ano ha? Yung exponent yung multiply mo dun sa ano, sa base. Ay, naku talaga, tatumbling talaga ako, sinasabi ko sa inyo. At hindi nyo gugustuhin pag nakita nyo akong tumambling. Joke lang. So, ayan po ha. Kasi sabi ko sa inyo, kailangan pataasin natin yung chance sa tumama kayo, hindi pa babain o pawalain ang chance sa tumama. Okay? O, ano na mangyayari dito? Negative 5 times negative 5. Parehas negative, multiplication magiging positive. O, 5 times 5, 25. 25 times negative 5. O, isang positive, isang negative, ano magiging sagot? Negative. O, dyan pa lang, alam mo na anong sagot. Ito is B. Hindi na ako mag-multiply. Pero kung gusto nyo, sige, 25 times 5. 5 times 5, 25. Carry 2. 5 times 2, 10. Plus 2, 12. 125. Okay? Lagay mo na lang yung negative kasi may negative ka dito. Okay? Kaya negative 125. Diba? Actually, kung gusto nyo nga, ito, isang clue. Kunyari, negative number, kunyari, negative 1. Nag-raise siya ng even. O, pag ang even yung exponent niya, ano magiging sagot dito? Positive. Okay? Positive yan. Pag may negative na number, naka-parenthesis, nag-raise ng any even number, ang magiging sagot po doon ay positive number. Okay po? Pag any negative number raised by an odd number, ano magiging sagot dito? Negative. Kaya minsan, sa amin, sa mga sa mga math, ayan, sa mga math subject, ganyan, minsan may yung nagiging tanong, negative 1 raised to 1024. Okay? Akala mo ang hirap-hirap. Okay? Yun lang naman yun. Negative 1 raised to 1024. That is positive 1. Yun lang po iyon. Yun lang yung sagot. Okay? Ito rin. Isa pa ha. Remind ko lang po kayo. Magkaiba ang negative 5 na nasa loob ng parenthesis raised to 3 sa negative 5 raised to 3 na walang parenthesis. Dito ang sagot, negative 125. Okay? Actually, dito pala magkakaparehas kasi odd nga pala to. O, gawin natin kunyari 4. Or kunyari 2 na lang. Sige, gawin natin 2. Gawin natin 2 yung exponent. Okay? Ayan, 2. Tapos ito, total. Para makita talaga natin yung difference. Okay? Negative 5 na nasa loob ng parenthesis raised to 2, that would be 25. Negative 5 raised to 2 na walang parenthesis, that would be negative 25. Ayan yung difference ng dalawa. Uulitin natin. Bakit? Kay negative 5 raised to 2, ano yan? Negative 5 times negative 5. Ayan yan. Dun sa walang parenthesis, ano mangyayari? Negative 5 times 5. Okay? Kaya negative 25 yung sagot sa isa. Okay po, yun po yung difference silang dalawa. Okay? Next one. Which of the following shows the correct order from least, pinakamababa, to greatest, pinakamataas? Letter A, negative 3, negative 10, 0, and 5. Letter B, negative 10, negative 3, 0, and 5. Letter C, 5, 0, negative 3, negative 10. Or letter D, 0, negative 3, negative 10, and 5. Okay? What would be the answer? Pag ganito po ang tinatanong, imagine it in a number line. Sino ba sa number line? Di ba ang nasa gitna niya na ay 0? Yung nasa left side ay negative infinity. Nasa right side ay positive infinity. So, ilagay mo lang asan si negative 10 nandito sa side na to. Sinong sa left side, from left to right, sino mauuna? Nasaan si negative 3? Nasa left ba ni negative 10? Nasa right ni negative 10? Nasa right ni negative 10. Okay? So, si 0, tapos si positive 5 nandito. Okay? Ganyan yung ayos niya. Okay? So, ang magiging sagot ay letter B. Siyempre, okay? Kapag negative, the larger na number, kapag negative, bumababa yung value. Kasi imagine mo na yan, yung negative na yan, utang mo yan. O, ang tanong, kapag may utang kang 1,000,000, mayaman ka ba? Di ba hindi? Mahirap yun. Mahirap tayo pag ano. Okay? So, pag positive, yun naman yung laman ng bangko mo. Yung negative yun, laman ng utang mo. O yun yung utang mo. Okay? So, yun po. Next one. Letter A. A submarine is at 340 meters below sea level. It ascends 175 meters. What is its new position? Is it letter A, negative 515? Letter B, 515 meters? Letter C, negative 165 meters? Or letter D, 165 meters? Okay, what would be our answer for this one? 340 meters below sea level. Ascends. Pag sinabing ascends, taas or tataas. Okay, tumaas daw na 175 meters. What is its new position? Okay? O ito, mga reviewees, kailangan natin ito i-analyze na maayos. Bakit? Nandito po yung term na below sea level. Okay? Kung sa number line po, si 0 yung sea level. Siya yung sakto. Yung below sea level, yun po yung mga negative numbers. Ito yung below sea level. Ito yung above sea level. Si positive. Okay? Kung ano yung mo yan, kunyari, sige. Paano ba? Paano ko siya ipapakita sa inyo? Kunyari, di ba, may bundok. May bulubundukin, ganyan. Di ba, napadrawing pa ako. Tapos, dito yung mga ito yung dagat. Okay, kunyari, ito yung imaginary line. Hindi ko lang, ba't ako nagdo-drawing na para bang ang galing-galing ko talaga? Okay? Sir, paano naging dagat to? Ayan yung dagat. Lagyan natin ng isda para dagat yan. Di ba pareha sa itsura ng isda tsaka ng ano? Ayan, may isda ha. Okay? So, ang above sea level po, okay, imagine niyo yung 0 nandito sa gitna. Ayun yung sa number line. Pag sinabi nating above sea level, siya yung positive, siya yung sa bundok, yung mas mataas sa sea level. Si below sea level, siya si negative kasi mas mababa siya sa sea level. Okay po? So, anong gagawin natin dito? Anong mangyayari? So, si 340 meters below sea level, that's negative 340. Tapos, nag-ascend, tumaas. So, anong operation? Addition. 175. Ano mangyayari dito? That is addition of different signs. So, addition of different signs. Okay? Di ba? Anong sabi? Ibawas mo yung mas maliit kay mas malaki. So, 340 minus 175. So, cancel. Ito yung magiging 3. Ito yung magiging 10. 10 minus 5, that's 5. 33 minus 17, that would be 16. Okay? Anong sign? Sino mo mas malaki? 340, 175. We have negative 165 as our answer. So, that is letter C. Okay? Once again pag binanggit po na above sea level, positive number yon. Pag sinabing below sea level, that's negative number. Okay? First time ko nag-drawing sa isang civil service examination review. So, ayan. Ang pangit, di ba? Hindi nyo nagugusto yung maulit yan. So, ayan po. Next, a deep sea diver descends 15 meters per minute. How deep is he after 9 minutes? So, A, 135 meters. B, negative 135 meters. C, 24 meters. Or letter D, negative 24 meters. Okay? So, ayan, anong pinag-uusapan natin dito? We have the word descend. Okay? We have the word descend. A deep sea diver. Okay? We have deep sea diver. So, pag descend, pababa, deep sea diver, below sea level. Tama po? Okay? Ang tinatanong lang, gaano kalalim? Pag tinanong ko gaano kalalim, is that above sea level or below sea level? Depende sa magiging sagot mo. Okay? 15 meters per minute siya. 15 meters ang kanyang ibinababa sa loob ng isang minuto. O, gaano na ang ibinaba niya kung, sorry, ang pangat ng ginawa kong yun. Meters. Okay? Kung 9 minutes siyang lulubog. Okay? O. So, anong gagawin? Si 15 meters, multiply natin kay 9 minutes. O, 15 times 9. 5. Carry 4. Okay, 9 times 1, 9 plus 4, that's 20. Okay, 9. 9 plus 4 lang pala, sorry. Bakit naman tayo? Okay, that is 135 meters. Kaso, mapapansin nyo, dalawa yan. Ito, tsaka ito. Anong sagot? 135 meters or negative 135 meters? Eh, sabi natin kanina, kapag below sea level, we'll be having it as negative 135 meters. Okay? Para alam na nasa ilalim siya. Okay? So, letter B, 135, negative 135 meters. Sir, paano kung ang nasa choices positive lang? O, edi wala ka ng option. Positive lang yun nandun, edi piliin mo na yun. Okay? For example, ito naging, sorry, ba't ko binubura? For example, ito, ginawa nilang 14 meters. Tapos ito, bigla nilang ginawang 100 meters. Anong pipiliin mo? Eh, wala na yung negative 135. O, dito ka na sa positive 135. Okay? Carry na yon. Laban na tayo doon. Okay po? Pero kung nasa option po si negative 135, si negative 135 po ang pinakatamang sagot. Okay? Because we're talking about being a diver. Okay? Being a deep sea diver. Kaya mahalaga rin po yung context sa tanong. Next, a company recorded equal losses over 8 months for a total loss of negative 96. How much did it lose per month? Oh, kung over 8 months daw, meron siyang total losses na 96, negative 96,000. Dami yun, laki-laki yun. Magkano yung total loss nila per month? Anong gagawin natin dyan? Kung negative 96 accumulate siya over the 8 months, so ang gagawin lang natin, negative 96,000, we simply divide it by 8. Okay? So, divide lang natin by 8. Ang pinakamadali dyan, ano gagawin? 96 divided by 8. Deadmahin mo muna yung tatlong 0. So, ayan, magiging 9 divided by 8, that's 1. 1 times 8, that's 8. Sorry. Okay. So, minus, magiging 16, 2. 8 times 2, that's 16. So, x ka dyan. So, ano magiging sagot? Okay, 12,000. Positive, negative. Negative. Kasi, may negative ka dito. Ayan o, pinakita niya yung negative sa question. So, we have negative 12,000. Ayan yung total loss nila per month. Okay? Ang laki nun. Diba? Kaltas yun sa sahod or sa kita ng kumpanya. So, ayan. So, ngayon po, we'll be continuing na with the fraction, decimal, and percentage. Pero yun nga po, sabi ko nga kanina, we'll just continue with the fraction and decimal first. Then, by the session 2, dun tayo pupunta kay percentage. Okay? So, fraction. Dito po ang sabi, the symbol A over B where A and B are the elements of whole numbers and B should not be equal to 0 is called a fraction. Bakit bawal? Si A po, this one is our numerator. Sorry, wait lang. Numerator. Bakit nawala yun? Okay? A is our numerator, B is our denominator. Bakit bawal maging 0 sa denominator? Uy, sinabi ko na ito nung nakaraan. Okay? Bakit po bawal maging 0 sa denominator? Kasi tandaan po, yung fraction po, para lang din yung division. So, A divided by B lang po yan. Okay, yun lang din naman yun. So, sabi nga natin last time, any number, okay, divided by 0 will be equal to undefined. Okay? So, A divided by 0, A is any number. Any number. Will be equal to undefined. Pag 0 divided by A or any number, that will be equal to 0. Okay po? Si 0, bawal mo siyang ipang-divide. Pero pwede mong i-divide si 0 kasi ang sagot po doon ay 0. Okay? So, ayan, nakalagay lang dyan that the number, ayan na nga, the number above the bar is the numerator and the number below the bar is the denominator. The word fraction is derived from the Latin word fractio, meaning to break into parts. Kaya siya division lang din po. Okay? So, there are different kinds of fraction. So, we have what we call the proper fraction. A fraction in which the numerator is less than the denominator. So, kung dito mapapansin ninyo, yung numerator po ay definitely mas maliit po compared to the denominator. Okay? Yun po yung proper. Okay? Proper ang tawag po doon kapag mas maliit yung numerator compared kay denominator. Ang tawag naman po kapag mas malaki yung numerator kaysa kay denominator is improper fraction. Okay? So, ayan. Sir, pwede po bang gawing proper si improper? Pwede po. Example, we have here 5 over 2. Sabi ko nga, parang division lang yan. Okay? So, gawin mo lang 5 divided by 2. 5 divided by 2. So, ayan. Ilang 2 ang meron sa 5? Diba dalawa? 2 times 2, 4. So, 1. Pwede ba bang i-divide yung 1 kay 2? Hindi na. So, magiging remainder na po si 1. So, anong mangyayari? Okay? Magiging mixed number na po ito. So, ibig sabihin, may dalawa ka, so dalawang buo, tapos may sobra kang isa, yung 1, so 1, then sulat mo pa rin to si 2. Okay? Yung sagot would be a whole number, ito siya. Itong sagot natin dito, napunta siya dito. Itong 1 na remainder, ito siya, napunta siya dito. Dahil may remainder, itong pinang-divide mo, isusulat mo pa rin dito. Okay? So, ganun po siya. Okay? So, hindi na po talaga siya improper. Mixed number po ang tawag. Okay? So, ayan siya. Si mixed fraction or si mixed number, which is composed of a whole number and a fraction. So, ayan na siya kanina. Yung pinakita ko. Ang tanong, si mixed fraction po ba ay pwedeng going improper fraction? Pwede po. Example, we have there 2 and 1/3. Okay? Anong gagawin dito? Si denominator, multiply mo kay numerator. 2 times 3, 6. Papunta dito, add. Okay? O, ayusin natin para mas maano natin. Hindi ko alam kung magiging maayos talaga, pero sige. Okay. Ayan. Ito, papunta dito, multiply, times. Ayan. Lagyan natin. Symbol. Times. Pinakapal ko, hindi na maumayos. Okay, ayan. Times. Tapos, after mo, kuha mo yung sagot dito, punta dito, mag-a-add ka naman. So, 3 times 2, 6, plus 1, 7. So, ano magiging improper fraction? 7 over 3. Kopyahin nyo lang po yung denominator. Hindi siya magbabago. Okay? O, if you want to check, 7 over 3, parehas ba kay 2 and 1/3? O, divide natin. 7 divided by 3. Ilang 3 ang meron kay 7? Dalawa. So, magiging 6. So, may sobrang isa. O, sabi ko nga kanina, si sagot, magiging whole number. Yung remainder, magiging numerator. Itong pinang-divide, magiging denominator. 2 and 1/3. Parehas lang po. Okay? So, ganun lang siya. Next, equivalent fraction. These are fractions that show the same value. So, si 2 over 5 ay equal lang po yan kay 8 over 20. Si 16 over 20 ay parehas lang din po kay 32 over 40. Paano po natin nasabi na they are equivalent fraction? Kung yan man po ay kukunin nyo sa calculator, parehas lang po yung value niyan. Okay? O, try nyo po. O, sige. Try natin. Okay? 2 over 5. So, 2 divided by 5 yun, di ba? 2 divided by 5. So, ilang 2 meron sa 5? Dalawa. 2 times 2? 4. 0. Okay? Gumamit tayo yung decimal kahit hindi pa natin hindi ko pa naituturo yung decimal. So, mag-add tayo ng 0 dito. Okay? Kaya nag-add ako ng 0 sa baba. 10 divided by 2, that's 5. So, 2.5 po. Ang 2 over 5 ay 2.5 sa decimal. Tama? Okay? Si 8 over 20. 20 divided by, sorry. Bakit baliktad? Sorry. Oo nga, no? Ngayon ko lang napansin. Sorry po. Okay? Si 5 ang divisor, divided by 2. So, ilang 5 ang meron sa 2? Wala, di ba? So, 0 yan. So, magiging 0, 2. Tapos, borrow tayo ng isang 0. So, magkaka-0 dyan. So, 20 divided by 5, that's 4. So, 20x. So, 0.4. Tama? So, si 2 over 5 po ay 0.4 in decimal. Okay? So, next natin si 8 over 20 para makita lang natin na pareha sila ng value. So, si 20, okay, tas 8 dito. So, ayan, cannot be din. So, 0, 0, tas magiging 0, 8. Tapos manghiram tayo ng 0, magkakaroon tayo ng decimal point. Pag nanghiram ka na po kasi ng 0, magkakaroon ka na po ng decimal point doon. So, 80. Ilang 20 ang meron sa 84? 4 times 20, 80. So, X na siya. So, kung mapapansin nyo, parehas pong 0.4, si 2 over 5, tsaka si 8 over 20. Kasi they are both equivalent fraction lang po. Sir, paano kung binigyan kami ng isang fraction? Example, si 3/4. Sir, kailangan ko daw po magbigay ng equivalent fraction ni 3/4. Anong gagawin ko? Mag-isip ka na kahit anong number. Example, 3. Multiply mo lang si numerator and si denominator ng 3. Parehas. 3 times 3, 9. 4 times 3, 12. Equivalent fraction ni 3 over 4 si 9 over 12. They are equivalent fraction. If you want to check using your calculators, please do so. Kasi wala na akong space to solve and to divide. Okay? So, ayun lang po. So, ganun lang siya. Next one, operations on fractions naman tayo. Paano ba tayo mag-add, magsusubtract, mag-multiply, at mag-divide ng fraction? So, dito po, medyo madali lang naman. Addition and subtraction of fraction po, similar or like denominator. Pag sinabing similar or like denominator, they have the same denominator. Okay? Kapag daw po same ang denominator, mag-a-add or magsusubtract ka, anong gagawin? You simply add or subtract yung numerators. Yun lang daw po yung kailangan yung gawin. And then, you copy the common denominator. Then, sa math po, we always reduce it to the lowest term if possible. Okay? Once again, we always simplify it. We always reduce it to the lowest term if possible. So, let's have an example. Example here, we have 14 over 27 plus 11 over 27. So, ayan, madali lang. Ang sabi, you just simply add the numerator, dahil addition nito, then you copy the denominator. 14 plus 11, that's simply 25 over 27. Paano ba tayo magsisimplify? Think of a number that could divide both the numerator and denominator at the same time. Okay, dito papasok yung paggamit po natin ng divisibility rule. Okay? Yung divisibility rule para alam natin kung kayang i-divide. So, si 25 po, si 25 over si 27, that is already a simplified 1. Kasi wala pong numbers that could divide 25 and 27 at the same time. Okay? Let's have another example. 7 over 12 plus 3 over 12. What would be the answer? Okay? So, ngayon, sabi nga natin, you add the numerator, then you copy the denominator. So, 7 plus 3, that would be 10 over 12. Any number that could divide 10 and 12 at the same time? They are both divisible by 2. So, 10 divided by 2, that would be 5. 12 divided by 2, that would be 6. Okay? So, 5 over 6 is the final answer. Next one, we have 15 over 18 minus 3 over 18. Once again, numerator to numerator lang. Then you copy the denominator. 15 minus 3, that would give us 12. Then we copy 18. Any number na pwedeng i-divide sa 12 and 18? Ito po kung ano yung unang pumasok sa isip nyo, pwede naman po yun, unti-untiin ninyo. Pero yung iba kasi, nahanap agad nila si GCF. Kasi si GCF po, yun yung pinakamagandang ipang-divide both kay numerator and denominator. Kasi 'di ba? The goal is to have it in lowest term. So anong gagawin? Ano bang pinande-divide dun sa dalawang number na pwede na divisible sila dun sa divisible yung dalawang number na yon? Di yung GCF po, yung greatest common factor. 12 and 8 ang GCF po niyan ay 6. Okay? So ang GCF po niyan ay 6. So 12 divided by 6, that would be 2. 18 divided by 6, that would be 3. Okay? Sir, paano kung dinivide ko muna kay 2? Edi 12 divided by 2, that would be 6. Tapos, 18 divided by 2, that would be 9. Si 6 and 9 po, they are still divisible by 3. Okay? So, si 6 divided by 3, that would be 2. And then, 9 divided by 3, that would be 3. So, ganun pa rin. 2/3 pa rin po. Hanggat may nakikita kayong pwedeng ipan-divide, divide nyo po muna. Okay? Last one, we have 21 over 25 minus 11 over 25. Okay? 21 minus 11, that would give us 10. 25, copy lang natin. Si 10 and si 25, they are both divisible by 5. Very good. So, magiging 2 over 5 na lang siya. Okay po, ganun lang naman kadali kapag similar or like denominators. Ay, ayan. Okay na yan. Nakapag ano naman na tayo. Okay? So, next one. Let's try to have mixed numbers. Okay? Kasi pwede rin po tayong mag-addition and subtraction sa mixed numbers. So, for example, you're given 3 and 2/3 minus 1 1 and 1/3. Okay? So, ayan. Sir, paano po gagawin dito? Naka-mixed number siya. Ako po, ang ginagawa ko dito personally, tinitingnan ko yung numerator ng dalawang fraction. Kung yun ito po kasi ay subtraction, di ba? Subtraction yung pinapagawa sa atin. Kapag subtraction po, tapos mas malaki yung nasa minuend, compared kay subtrahend. Once again, this is the minuend, this is the subtrahend. Kung mas malaki naman yung kay minuend compared kay subtrahend, ang ginagawa ko, yung whole number mina-minus ko na muna. Paano yon? So, 3 minus 1, magiging 2. Okay? Tapos, numerator to numerator na ako. 2 minus 1, that is 1. Copy the denominator. 2 and 1/3. Okay? Sir, paano kung example, 6 and 2 over 9 minus 3 and 5 over 9. Ano pong pwedeng gawin? Kasi kung mapapansin, yung kay minuend mas maliit compared kay subtrahend. Tama? Anong ginagawa ko dito? Personally, dalawa po ang pwede natin gawin. Either you turn both the fraction into gawin nyo po silang parehas na improper. Okay? Pwede po iyon. Paano natin gagawin? Once again, yung denominator multiply sa whole number. 6 times 9, that's 54. Plus the numerator, that would be 2. Okay? So, magiging 56 over 9. Minus, ito, 9 times 3, 27 plus 5, 32. So, 32 over 9. So, 56 minus 32, that would give us 24 over 9. So, syempre, kailangan mo yan. Sir, ito yung tinatanong ng iba. Sir, lowest term po natin. Okay? Syempre, kailangan yung lowest term po talaga. Okay? The lowest term po talaga natin yan. Ngayon, what is the lowest term of 24 and 9? They're both divisible by? They're both divisible po by 3. Bakit? Si 24, divisible yan by 3. 2 plus 4, 6. Si 6 divisible by 3. So, the whole number is divisible by 3. Diba? Yun yung divisibility rule. I-add mo yung digits. So, 24 divided by 3, that would be 8. 9 divided by 3, that would be 3. Tama? So, ayan. Sir, si improper po ba ay final answer na? Okay? Or kailangan po namin gawing mixed fraction? Ayan po ay hindi ko masasagot. Hindi, joke lang. Depende po kasi. Okay? Kami po kasi sa amin, sa math, katanggap-tanggap po bilang final answer ang improper. Okay? Final answer din naman si mixed fraction. Depende na lang sa hinahanap. And depende na lang din po sa nasa choices. Okay? Sir, paano kung, for example, si 8 over 3 nasa choices, tapos yung mixed fraction niya nasa choices din? Dasal po tayo, hingi tayo ng guidance. Hindi, joke na. Ako po, I would go with mixed fraction. Kasi may reason sila kung ba't kailangan pang gawin mixed fraction yun. Okay, I believe may reason sila kung bakit nasa choices si mixed fraction. Basta siguraduhin nyo po tama yung pagkaka-mixed fraction, ha? Baka mamaya naman mali. Okay po? So, ito. Sir, paano ba ito gagawing mixed fraction? Di ba sabi ko nga sa inyo, ilang 3 ang meron kay 8? Mayroong 2. So, 6. Ilan yung sobra? 8 minus 6, that's 2 over 3. Ito yung mixed fraction. Ito yung improper fraction. Sir, ano yung isa pang way na sinasabi mo? 6, 2 over 9 minus 3, 5 over 9. Ang ginagawa ko po minsan, dahil si 2 and 5, mas malaki si 5 compared kay 2, di ba? So, ang gagawin ko, manghihiram mo kay 6. Ano mangyayari? So, dahil nanghiram mo kay 6, magiging 5 na lang yan. Tama? Then, dahil nanghiram ako ng isa kay 6, ang isang peraso ni 6 ay katumbas ng 9. So, 9 plus 2, 11. So, 11 over 9. Minus 3 and 5 over 9. So, ayan. Mas malaki na yung numerator ng minuend compared kay subtrahend. Pwede na ako mag-minus. 5 minus 3, that would be 2. 11 minus 5, that would be, okay? That would be 6 over 9. Lowest term ko na lang. Yung 6 tsaka na yung 9, they are both divisible by 3. So, 6 divided by 3, that would be 2. 9 divided by 3, that would be 3. So, 2 and 2/3. Ito siya. Parehas lang silang dalawa. Sir, paano kung addition? Example, you're given sa addition. 1 and 1 over 5 plus 2 and 3 over 5. Okay? Dito, hindi masyado maselan si addition. Kasi deadma kung sinong mas malaki. Mag-add ka lang. So, 1 plus 2, that's 3. 1 plus 3, that is 4. Tapos, copy mo lang yung denominator. Ganun pa din yon. Sir, paano kung 2 over 9 plus 3 and 8 over 9. O, ayan. So, 4 plus 3 magiging 7. 2 plus 8, that's 10 over 9. Okay? Eh, sumobra na, naging improper na si 10 over 9, di ba? So, ilang 9 meron sa 10? Isa lang yan. So, yung isang yun, i-add mo kay 7, magiging 8. O, 10 minus 9, that would be 1. So, 1 over 9. So, 8 and 1 over 9 yung sagot mo. Okay po? So, ganun lang. Mas hindi maselan sa addition, okay, kapag naka-mix number compared kay subtraction. Si subtraction kasi medyo maselan. Depende kung saan yung mas malaking numerator. Okay? Next one. Adding and subtracting fractions with dissimilar or unlike denominators. So, ayan. First one, you find the LCD. LCD po parehas lang yan kay LCM. Okay? Parehas lang yan. Least common multiple. Change each fraction to equivalent fraction using the LCD. So, kanina, di ba sabi ko sa inyo, paano kukuha ng equivalent fraction? Mag-multiply lang tayo. Okay? So, number 3, proceed ka na sa addition and subtraction ng numerators. And then, the result over the LCD. So, yung LCD or yung LCM, yun na po yung magiging denominator. Then, syempre sa math, we always reduce the answer to lowest term. Okay po? So, ayan na siya. So, this one, ayun po pala, ngayon pa lang po, ako po yung humihingi na ng tawad. Feeling ko, hindi nakakayanin yung decimal sa video po na to. Kasi ako, I try to cut my videos ng, ang tawag dito, ng 1.5 or less than 2 hours per video para hindi kayo masyadong bugbog. Okay? So, kung hindi man po tayo aabot ng decimal, huwag kayong mag-alala, hindi ko siya tatanggalin sa lineup of topics ko. Hindi ko siya pwedeng tanggalin. Ako po ay papagalitan ng Sir Eric. Hindi, joke na. Ayan. Hindi naman po talaga dapat siya tanggalin kasi kailangan po yun. Okay? So, ang gagawin ko po, ipapasok ko na lang siya sa session 2 or sa set 2 na lang natin. Okay? So, yun po ay kung hindi umabot. Kasi alam niyo, medyo madaldal si Sir. Tapos, I want to explain everything ng para kayong bata. Kasi hindi ko alam yung level ng math skills ng everyone. So, kung medyo magaling po kayo, nababagalan kayo sa pagtuturo ko, pasensya na po, ako po humihingi na po ng tawad. Hindi lang po kaya ng puso ko na iwan yung mga tao na hindi sobrang kagalingan or hindi kagalingan sa math. Okay po. So, kung kayo po ay kagalingan, pwede nyo naman pong i-plus 10 ng i-plus 10 yung recording ko. Ano yung ibig sabihin ng plus 10? Plus 10 seconds yung po na i-plus 10 seconds. Mag-skip-skip po kayo. Okay? Or pakinggan nyo siya ng naka 1.25, 1.5. Okay? Yun po ay kung kagalingan po kayo. Ha? Pasensya na po, hindi lang po talaga kaya ng puso ko na bilisan yung pagtuturo. Kasi alam ko may mga taong may naboboring sa pagtuturo ko. Kasi once again, hindi po kayo pantay-pantay po ng ano. Okay? So, pasensya na po. So, ayan, once again, sorry po. Yun lang naman po ang aking sentiments. Okay? So, dito, ayan, 1 over 4 plus 4 over 5. So, this is addition of fraction. Okay? Kung mapapansin, magkaiba po sila ng LCD. Or ng, LCD rather. Magkaiba po sila ng denominator. Yung isa po ay 4, isa 5. So, ano bang, LCD or LCM ng 4 and 5. So, alam naman natin yan, di ba? Skip counting ka. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Ito ay 5, 10, 15, 20. Ang least common multiple nila ay 20. So, ayan. So, anong mangyayari? So, dahil ito po ay 20, anong gagawin? 20 divide by 4, that would be 5. Ito ay divide. Denominator to denominator, divide. Denominator to numerator, multiply. So, 20 divided by 4, that would be 5. 5 times 1, that would be 5. Plus, ganun din dito. 20 divided by 5, 4. 4 times 4, 16. So, magiging 5 plus 16, that's 21 over 20. Yung 21 over 20 po, that could be written as 1 and 1 over 20. Bakit? 21 minus 20, that is 1. May isa lang na sobra. May isang 20 sa 21, yung sumobra ay 1. So, 1 over 20. Okay? Para po sa mga ayaw kumuha ng LCD, may isa rin po tayong paraan, yung tinatawag po namin na butterfly method. Actually, hindi po siya tamang itinuturo kasi ano nga siya, medyo shortcut siya or hindi yun kasi talaga yung tamang process. Pero once again, ang goal natin ay makapasa po kayo sa examination, hindi naman po para ipakita yung solution, hindi naman para sobrang ma-master itong mga gantong bagay. Makapasa lang po tayo sa examen kahit paano makapag-solve tayo ng mga problem. So, gawin na natin yung butterfly method. Ano si butterfly method? Denominator to numerator, mula dito papunta dito. Okay? Tingnan natin yung pagkakadrawing ha. Ang pagkakadrawing po ni sir ay mula sa baba pataas. Ganon din po dito. Mula sa baba pataas. Okay? So, pataas din po dapat tayo dito. Anong gagawin po? Oh, yung mula sa baba pataas, so mag-e-end up siya. Si 9 papunta kay 5. So, mag-e-end up tayo sa left side. So, 9 times 5, that would be 45. Tama po? 6 times 2, that would be 12. Okay? So, naging 45 plus 12. Ano yung denominator? Itong nasa baba. Para makompleto daw si butterfly. Tapos, kung gusto mo na may design, lagyan mo antenna dito. Okay? Lagyan mo antenna dyan. Para sa mga tropa nating artistic. Pero hindi si Sir yun. Kaya, pasensya na po talaga. Okay? So, 6 times 9, that is 54. So, ayan na yung natin. So, you can now proceed with, okay? You can now proceed with atin pong addition. So, 45 plus 12, that would give you 57 over 54. Okay? 57 over 54. So, ngayon, gawin natin siyang, ilang 54 ang meron sa 57? Isa. Ilan ang sobra? 57 minus 54, that is 3. Okay? So, 3 over, di ba nawala? 3 over 54. Lowest term, kaya pa ba? Anong number ang pwedeng i-divide si 3 and 54 at the same time? Is 54 divisible by 3? Yes. Okay, paano nasabi? 5 plus 4, 9. So, si 9 divisible by 3. Therefore, the whole number is divisible by 3. So, magiging 1 and 1 over... 54 divided by 3, that would be 18. So, ang sagot, ang final answer natin ay 1 over 1 and 1 over 18. 1 and 1 over 18. Okay? Eh, sir, paano kapag... ito lang po. Ang challenge lang po natin when we are doing butterfly method is that kailangan nating mag-simplify ng bongga. Kasi lumalaki po yung sagot. Okay? Paano ko sinabi or paano ko nasabing lumalaki po yung sagot? Comparing po kung ito po ay gagamitan natin ng LCM. 5 over 6 plus 2 over 9. Ano bang LCM ni 6 and 9? 6 and 9, ito po ay 6, 12, 18, 24. Ito po ay 9, 18. So, kung may kita, ang kanila pong magiging least common multiple or least common denominator ay 18. So, 18 to. 18 divided by 6, that's 3 plus times 5. Okay? 18 divided by 6 times, that's 3 times 5, that's 15. Plus, 18 divided by 9, that's 2 times 2, 4. So, magiging 19 over 18. So, that is equal to, ilang 18 meron sa 19? Isa, ilan ang sobra? Isa lang din. So, that's 1 over 18. So, parehas lang po ng sagot. Okay? Pero yun nga po, may mga numbers po kasi na sobrang hirap hanapan ng ng LCM. So, yung iba nagiging matrabaho para sa end nila na hanapan ng LCM, yung number. So, ano po bang gagawin natin doon? Ako po, I recommend to you to use yung ating butterfly method. Tapos, sa paglo-lowest term, gamitan nyo na lang po siya ng divisibility rule para madali nyo ma-identify kung ano po yung mga numbers na divisible, yung dalawang number na yon. Okay? So, pwede naman po yung unti-untiin. Okay? Let's have an example. Bigyan ko kayo ng example, 7/8 minus 5/12. Okay? Kung mapapansin, si 8 tsaka si 12, medyo mahirap hanapan ng LCM. Yung, kumbaga, mabilisan. Hindi mo agad malalaman anong LCM nilang dalawa. 'Di ba? So, dito, gamitan natin ang butterfly method. So, once again, mula sa baba pataas. So, 12 times 7, that would give us 84. So, 84 minus 8 times 5, that is 40. Then, we have here 8 times 12. Okay? 8 times 12, that is 96. Okay? Ay, ito lang po ha, ingat kayo, lalo na kung subtraction. Pakisunod po yung rule ko na mula denominator, pataas siya lagi. Yung 12, papunta kay 7. So, mag-end up, yung sagot nun, nandun din sa left side. So, si 8, papunta kay 5, papunta siya ng right. Okay? So, mag-end dapat siya yung nasa right. Kasi po, pag nagkamali po kayo ng direction dyan, for example, napunta si 40 dito, tapos minus 84. Kung mapapansin, 84 minus 40, that is 44. Tama? Ang 40 minus 84, that is negative 44. Okay? So, ibang-iba po yung sagot. So, wag po sana tayong magkakamali sa direction po kung paano natin isusulat pag tayo po ay gumamit ng butterfly method. Okay? So, we have 44 divided by 96. Ito po yung sinasabi ko sa inyo. Ang 44 over 96 po, hindi mo agad maiisip or sa iba, mahihirapan mag-isip kung ano ba yung GCF nitong dalawang to ng 44 and 96. Okay lang po yung unti-untiin, ha? For example, ang kaya lang ng isip ko, sir, 44 and 96, 2 po. Kasi tama naman, they are both divisible by 2. So, si 44 nag-end kay 4, si 96 nag-end kay 6. So, they are both divisible by 2. Pwede naman po. Ha? So, 44 divided by 2, that would be 22. 96 divided by 2, that would be 48. Okay? So, ayan. Pero kung mapapansin, parehas pa rin sila nag-end. Okay? Yung isa na kay 2, yung isa na kay 8. So, they're both divisible by 2 pa din. So, pwede nyo pang i-divide yan. So, 11 over, okay? 11 over 24 na po. Kung mapapansin, si 11 po ay, prime number. O, di ba? Pag sinabing prime, ang factors na lang niya ay itself, tsaka 1. Si 24, hindi naman yan divisible by 11. So, ibig sabihin, yan na yung ating lowest term. Okay? So, once again po ha, pwede po nating unti-untiin, wala pong problema. Okay? Pwede po natin siyang gawin. Ngayon, paano sir kung bibigyan po kami ng improper fraction? Ng mixed number. Example, we have 1 and 1/2 plus 2 and 1/5. Ito po, marirecommend ko po sa inyo na gawin nyo po muna silang parehas na improper. Okay? Paano gagawin? Denominator to whole number multiplication. 2 times 1, 1. Tapos, i-add po sa numerator. Addition tayo. 2 times 1, 2. Okay? Plus 1, 3. So, 3 over 2. Plus, 5 times 2, 10. Plus 1, 11. So, 11 over 5. Then, tsaka po tayo dito pwedeng butterfly method. Okay? 5 times 3, that's 15. 2 times 11, that's 22. Okay? So, ayan siya. 2 times 5, 10. So, we have here 37 over 10. Okay? Or kung gusto mo siyang gawing Kung gusto mo siyang gawing mixed number, wala namang problema. Ilang 10 ang meron kay 30, so tatlo. So, 3 times 10, 30. So, 37 minus 30, that is 7 over 10. Okay? So, once again, kung mixed number man o improper ang final answer, depende nyo na lang po sa choices. Okay? So, ayan po. Next one, for multiplication. Ito po, rules natin for multiplication, madali lang to. Bakit? You multiply the numerator by the numerator, then denominator to denominator. Okay? Then, syempre, kailangan pa rin po reduce the answer to lowest term. Okay? Example po dito. 2 times 5, that's 10. 9 times 8, okay, that is 72. They're both divisible by, okay, they're both divisible by, kunyari, ang kaya ng utak ay 2. Tama? Ang kaya ng utak ay 2. Edi, sige. Wala naman tayong magagawa doon. Hindi naman na para i-pressure ko kayo. Okay? We have 10 divided by 2, that's 5. 72 divided by 2, that's 36. Ang tanong, meron pa ba? Si 36 ba divisible by 5? Kasi si 5 prime na yan eh. So, hindi na pwede, no? So, dahil hindi, this one is already the final answer. Okay? May tuturo ako sa inyo madaling paraan. Ito, hindi ko lang alam kung maiintindihan ng lahat sa inyo, pero kayang mas madali ito kung magagawa po ninyo. Ito po ay applicable lang sa multiplication of fraction, ha? Di ba, natandaan nyo, lagi tayo nagre-reduce to lowest term sa dulo. Actually, pwede kayong mag-reduce to lowest term sa umpisa. Para yung sagot nyo sa dulo, naka-lowest term na yon. Paano? Di ba usually sanay tayo pag nagre-reduce to lowest term, dapat titingnan mo lang si numerator tsaka si denominator nung magkasamang fraction. Titingnan mo lang silang dalawa kung divisible ba. Kung meron bang number na divisible silang dalawa. Tama? Okay? So, pwede, yun naman po yung standard. Pero kasi, pwede rin naman na, ang rule lang naman kasi ay numerator to denominator. Titingnan mo kung may number bang pwedeng i-divide both kay numerator and kay denominator. Pero alam nyo ba na pwede rin na numerator nito tapos denominator nito. Naka-cross, siya? Cross lowest term, kumbaga. Okay? Bakit? Kasi si 2 and si 9, wala namang number na pwedeng i-divide sila parehas. Tama? Si 5 and 8 din wala. Pero kung papansin ninyo, si 2 tsaka si 8, they're both divisible by 2. Tama? Edi itong 2, divide ko by 2, magiging 1. Si 8, divide ko by 2, magiging 4. So, ayan na yung pag-multiply ko. 1 times 5, 5. 9 times 4, 36. Parehas ng sagot. Okay? Para mas madali. Tama po? Naka-lowest term na siya, yung final answer ko. Okay? Let's try others later. Okay? Punta muna tayo kay rules for multiplying mixed number. Ito po, in-specify ko siya. Bakit? Kasi po, yung mga mixed number, kailangan nyo po muna siyang i-change into improper. Hindi po kayo pwedeng mag-multiply ng fraction kapag naka-mixed number siya. Kailangan po talaga maging improper muna. Okay? So, ayan. Change each mixed number to improper muna. Then, you proceed na in multiplication. Okay? So, let's have an example. Yun sinabi ko sa inyo kanina. Let's have first, for example, we have 4 over 8 times 3 over 7. Ayan. Sabi ko sa inyo, di ba? Pwede yan i-multiply nyo. 4 times 3, that's 12. 8 times 7, that is 56. Tama? Okay? So, ayan. Ano bang number ang pwedeng i-divide kay 12 and 56 ng sabay para makapag-lowest term tayo? Pwede 2. Gawin natin tong 6. Yung 56 divided by 2, that would be 28. O, kung mapapansin, si 6 and si 28, pwede pa rin yan. Divide natin ulit by 2. So, 6 divided by 2, that would be 3. 28 divided by 2, that would be 14. Tama? Si 3 and 14, wala na yan. Kasi si 3, prime number na yan. Si 14, hindi naman siya divisible by 3. So, pwede na. Ayan na po yung sagot. Okay? Ano yung sinabi ko kanina? Na you could, pwede naman tayo na mag lowest term at first. Okay? Sa umpisa pa lang mag lowest term ka na 4 over 8 tsaka 3 over 7. Si 4 tsaka si 8, they're both divisible by 4. So, ito magiging 1. Si 8 magiging 2. Tsaka ka mag-multiply. 1 times 3, 3. 2 times 7, 14. O, parehas lang sagot. Tama? O. O, next. Paano kung si 3 over 7, minultiply natin kay 14 over 9? Ano kaya magiging sagot? O, you try to solve for this one. Mabilis lang to. Promise. Okay, you can pause the video. Oh, bakit siya naging mabilis? Si 3, sorry. Bakit ayaw sumulat? Si 3 tsaka si 9, they're both divisible by 3. So, ito ay magiging 1, ito ay magiging 3. Si 7 tsaka si 14, they're both divisible by 7. So, si 7 magiging 1, si 14 magiging 2. Ano ang sagot? 1 times 2, 2. 1 times 3, that is 3. 2/3. Tapos ang laban. Tama? Tama. Okay? Oh. Hindi ka na masyado nahirapan. Kasi kung isosolve mo yan ng 3 over 7 times 14 over 9. Okay? Example solve natin. Doon sa numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. 3 times 14, that would be 42. Tama? 7 times 9, that would be 63. Tama po. Okay? So, ayan. O. Si 42 tsaka si 63, divisibility rule. Kay 2, bawal. Kay 3, pwede. Kasi 4 plus 2, that's 6. 6 plus 3, that's 9. Pwede, di ba? Okay? So, kunyari, 42, ang naisip mo, divide mo by 3, that would be 14. Then, si 63, divided by 3, that would be 21. Oh, ayan. Obvious, they're both divisible by 7. 14 divided by 7, that would be 2. 21 divided by 7, that would be 3. 2/3. Parehas naman sila ng sagot. Diba? O, para mabawasan ka na ng problema, simplify ka na sa umpisa. Okay? O, 1 and 1/2 times 2/3. Okay? Once again, you change the mixed number into improper fraction. 2 times 1, 1. Plus, 2 times 1, 2. Plus 1, that would be 3. 3 over 2 times 2/3. Pansinin nyo. 3 and 3, magiging 1. Magiging 1. 2 and 2, magiging 1. Magiging 1. The answer is 1. Okay? 1 times 1, 1. 1 times 1, 1. 1 over 1 is equal to 1. O, diba? Ganun lang siya kadali. Okay? Ganun lang. Okay na yun. Huwag na natin pahirapan yung sarili natin. Okay? Next. 2 and 1/4 times 2 and 1/3. Gawin po muna natin siya na mix, na improper fraction. So, 4 times 2, 8. Plus 1, that's 9. 9 over 4. 3 times 2, 6 plus 1, that is 7. So, 7 over 3. Ano na naman napapansin? Pwedeng mag-cancel? Pwede. Si 9 and si 3, they're both divisible by 3. Magiging 1, magiging 3. 3 times 7, 21. 4 times 1, 4. 21 over 4, or ilang 4 meron sa 21? 5. 5 times 4, 20. 21 minus 20, 1. So, 1 over 4. 5 and 1/4. Once again, improper man, or mixed number, depende sa choices kung ano ang final answer. Okay? So, ayan po ha. Next one, operation on fraction. Actually, ito, dati kinakatakutan ko talaga to. Hindi ko talaga maintindihan kung paano nagde-divide ng fraction. Okay? Pero nung na-realize ko, ang dali lang naman pala niya. Bakit? Anong gagawin dito? Ang sabi lang po dito, if A, B, and C, and D are all real numbers, if B and C is B, C, D should not be equal to 0, then A over B divided by C over D is equal to A over B times D over C. Anong nangyari? Example, bigyan natin ng number. 2/3 divided by 1/4. Ano nangyari doon? Kung mapapansin nyo, yung C and D dito, naging D over C dito. Yung division, naging multiplication. So, ang gagawin lang pala, you get the reciprocal of the divisor. Divisor, yung pangalawa. Pag sinabi reciprocal, pagpapalitin ng posisyon, yun nasa numerator, lalagay sa denominator. Yun nasa denominator, lalagay sa numerator. So, yung 1/4, pagpalitin ng pwesto, magiging 4 over 1. Okay? Yung division, gawin mo lang daw multiplication. And then, you now proceed with the rules of multiplication. So, 2 times 4, that would be 8. 3 times 1, that would be 3. So, 8 over 3 is the answer. Or kung gagawin natin, mixed number, magiging 2 over 2 and 2/3. Okay? So, either of the two could be an accepted answer. Okay? So, dito naman sa kabila, 3 and 3 over 8 divided by 2 and 1/4. Okay? So, ang rule naman natin, di ba, gawin muna po natin siyang improper. So, 8 times 3, that's 24, plus 3, that's 27. 27 over 8. Okay, sorry. Divided by, divide yan na. Sorry na. 4 times 2, that's 8 plus 1, that's 9. Over 4. And then, reciprocal natin yung divisor. Gawing multiplication. Kung mapapansin, si 4 and si 8, they're both divisible by 4. Magiging 2, magiging 1. Si 9 and si 27, they're both divisible by 9. Magiging 1, magiging 3. Tama? 9 times 3 is 27. So, we have 3 times 1, magiging 3. 2 times 1, magiging 2. So, the answer is 3 over 2. Or, pwede natin siyang isulat as 1 and 1/2. Okay? 1 and 1/2. Next one. Okay, let's have another example. Example, you are given 7 over 8 divided by 1/4. What is 7 over 8 divided by 1/4? Okay? Let's try to solve. Once again kaya po ako nagpo-pause ng konti para ma-pause nyo na yon yung video. Kung kailangan nyo siyang i-pause. Okay? I act as if meron akong mga estudyante dito sa video na to. Para naman, di ba, nakaka-board din kasi mag-record tas wala ka namang kausap. Okay? So, feeling ko na lang meron kahit asynchronous naman ito. Okay? So, we have 7 over 8. Gawin natin multiplication. Pag ginawa mo yung multiplication, baliktarin mo yung pwesto ng dalawa. Yung numerator, lagay mo sa denominator. Yung denominator, lagay mo sa numerator. So, ayan na. So, practicein natin. Cancel ulit to. Cancel din to. Okay, they're both divisible by 4. So, ito yung magiging 1. Ito yung magiging 2. So, we have 7 times 1, that is 7. 2 times 1, that is 2. Or, we could write it as 3 and 1/2. Okay po? Okay. So, next one. 3 and 3/4 divided by 1 and 1/2. What would be the answer? Okay? Now, change it to improper ulit. 4 times 3, that's 12. Plus 3, that is 15 over 4, divided by 2 times 1, that's 2 plus 1, that is 3 over 2. So, magiging 15 over 4 times 2 over 3. Oh, ayan na naman. Cancel, cancel. Magiging 1, magiging 2. Yung 3 cancel, magiging 1. Yung 15 magiging 5. So, we'll have 5 over 2 as our answer. Or, we could write it. Ilang 2 meron sa 5? That's 2. 2 times 2, 4. 5 minus 4, that is 1. So, 2 and 1 half. So, either of the two, tatanggapin naman ha. Okay? Oh, let's have another one. For example, you are given 4 over 32 divided by um, we'll have, for example, 18 over 21. Okay? What would be the answer for this one? 4 over 32 divided by 18 over 21. Okay? Oh, we have 4 over 32 times 21 over 18. Okay? Oh, ngayon, ano na mangyayari? Okay? Si 4 tsaka si 32, they could be divided by 4, tama? Oh, ito ay magiging 1, ito ay magiging 8. Tama po? Okay. So, ayan na lang siya. So, 21 over, okay, 8 times 18, that would give us 144. Okay? 144. Okay? Actually, okay? Actually, kung aanuhin natin, si 21 and si 18 pwede rin i-lowest term. Tama? Si 21 and 18, they're both divisible by 3. Tama? O, 21 divided by 3, that is 7. 18 divided by 3, that is 6. O, magiging 7 over 48. Tama po? Magiging 7 over 48 kasi 1 times 7, that's 7. 8 times 6, that would be 48. So, ito, wala na tayong dito. Wala na tayong yung tawag dito, lowest term. Yan na po yun. 7 over 48. Yung kanina, ano ba yung nilagay ko? Sorry. That would be 21 over, ano yun? 144 ba? Tama? 21 over 144. Okay, tama? So, ayan. 144. Kasi kung mapansin, si 21 and si 144, they're both divisible. Yung iba, pwede niya, idadaan muna yan ng 3 kasi yun yung pinakamadali. Okay? So, 21 divided by 3, that would be 7. 144 divided by 3. Okay? That would be 48. Ayan yung pinakamadali naman talaga. Kasi yun lang din ang pwede. Okay? So, ayan. Parehas lang naman. Si 21 over 144. 21 divided by 3, that's 7. 144 divided by 3, that's 48. Okay? So, ayun lang naman siya. So, ngayon, let's have questions na. Okay? Bago tayo mag-end. So, dito, sabi, change 6 and 4 over 5 to an improper fraction. What would it be? 24 over 5, 29 over 5, 34 over 5, or 10 over 5. So, 6 and 4 over 5. Sabi ko sa inyo, numerator to whole number, that's multiplication. A denominator to the whole number, that's multiplication. So, 5 times 6, that's 30. Plus, ito multiply. That would be 34 over 5. So, this is our answer. Next one. What is 2/3 of 3 and 4 over 5? Ito po, pag may nakita tayong word na of, that is simply multiplication. Okay? So, mangyayari lang dyan, 2/3 times 3 and 4 over 5. So, 4 over 5. So, 3 times 5, 15, plus 9, plus 4, that's 19. over 5 times 2/3. Okay? So, ano mangyayari? 19 times 2, that would be 38. Then, 3 times 5, that would be 15. Ilang 15 ang mayroon sa 38? Dalawa, so that would be 30. Okay, 38 minus 30, that's 8 over 15. So, we have 2 over 8 over 15. So, sabi ko nga sa inyo, depende sa given, kung anong nasa given, yun na yung piliin natin. Eh, sir, hindi ba pwedeng si letter C 8 over 15? Hindi po, kasi kulang. 'Di ba? 8 over 15 lang yon. Sir, yung letter A nakakalito. 3 tapos 8 over 15. Baka 38 over 15 yon. Titingnan nyo na lang sa pattern ng pagkakasulat. Kasi kung mapansin, kung tiningnan nyo as si letter A as 38 over 15, hindi nyo naman pipiliin si B. Kasi pareha sila ng pagkakasulat na may space between dun sa numbers na nasa ano. Yung 3 tsaka 8 may space sila. So, we'll take it as if na mixed number sila. Kasi kung walang space yan, that's the time improper yan. Okay po? Next one. What is 525 over 6,300? 525 over 6,300. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, pwede nyo naman po itong unti-untiin. Okay? So, si 525 tsaka si 6,300, they're both divisible by 5. We're sure of that. Bakit? Si 525, it ends with 5. So, divisible siya by 5, di ba? So, 525 divided by 5, that's 105. Si 6,300 divided by 5, that would be equal to 1,260. Okay? So, ayan, 105 and 1,260. Oh, ayan, obvious naman, nag-end pa rin sa 5 tsaka sa 0. So, they're both divisible by 5 pa rin. So, 105 divided by 5, that would be 21 over yung 1,260 divided by 5, that would be equal to 252. Oh, ano number ang divisible tong dalawang to? 21 and 252, they're both divisible by 3. Bakit? 2 plus 1, 3. 2 plus 5 plus 2, that's 9. So, they're both divisible by 3. So, 21 divided by 3, that is 7. Okay? 252 divided by 3, that would be 84. Oh. 7 and 84. Oh, si 7, prime na po iyan. Okay po? So, ang pwede mo na lang i-divide kay 7 ay 1 in itself. So, hindi naman pwedeng 1 kasi walang mangyayari. So, 7. 7 divided by 7, that's 1. Si 84, divisible kaya siya by 7? Yes po. Okay? So, si 84 divided by 7, that would give us, okay? That would give us 12. So, we have 1 over 12. So, ayan siya. Okay po? So, yan po yung lowest term. So, once again, dito papasok yung knowledge ninyo pagdating po sa either sa GCF, okay? So, either sa GCF or sa divisibility rule. Okay? Pwede nyo naman kasi nga unti-untiin. Bilisan nyo lang po ng konti. Okay? Kasi, once again, kalaban po natin sa math ay oras. Okay? And then, yung accuracy ring po ninyo sa pagsosolve. Next one. Odette bought 5 meters of ribbon. She cuts 9 over 10 meters of ribbon for the gifts. How many meters of ribbon was left? Okay? So, meron siyang 5 metro, bumawas siya ng 9 over 10. Ilan na lang yung natitira? So, dahil bumawas, that's 5 minus 9 over 10. Pwede ba tayong basta lang mag-minus kapag whole number, tapos fraction? Hindi. Okay? So, dalawa pwedeng gawin. Okay? Either i-convert mo siya into similar fraction. Okay? Or ang gawin mo, mula sa 5, kumuha ka ng 10 over 10. So, magiging 4 and 10 over 10. Sir, bakit naging 4 and 10 over 10? Kasi itong 10 over 10 ay 1. So, yung 10 over 10, which is 1, plus 4, 5 pa rin naman yon. Okay? Minus 9 over 10. So, dito, pwede ka na mag-minus. Kasi similar fraction na siya. Parehas naman silang over 10. So, si 4, copy mo na lang. 10 over 10 minus 9 over 10, that would be 1 over 10. So, our answer is 4 and 1 over 10. Or kung gusto niyo naman si 5, i-change nyo talaga na 10 yung ilalim. Paano nyo po yun gagawin? Okay? So, si 10 or si 5, multiply lang natin by 10. So, that would be 50 divided by 10. Okay? So, kasi kung mapapansin nyo, 50 divided by 10, 5 pa rin naman po yun. Okay? So, 50 over 10 minus 9 over 10, that would give us 41 over 10. Okay? So, 41 over 10. Ilang bang 10 ang meron sa 41? That would be 4. 4 times 10, 40. 41 minus 40, that's 1 over 10. So, pares pa rin naman ang sagot. Kahit anong paraan ng gawin. Okay po? Next one. We have 1/8 diminished from 5 is equal to, 1/8 diminished from 5. Ang diminish po ay minus. Okay? So, 1/8 minus from 5. So, si 1/8, ibabawas mo kay 5. Hindi si 1/8, babawasan mo ng 5. Okay? Intindihin natin mabuti ha. Si 1/8, i-diminish mo mula kay 5. So, sinong babawasan? Si 1/8 o si 5? Si 5. Okay? So, 5 minus 1/8. O, katulad nung ginawa natin kanina, pwede mong gawin 4, tapos gawin mong 8 over 8. Minus 1/8, that would be 4 and 7 over 8. Ayan yung sagot mo. Oh, kailangan natin intindihin mabuti ha. Kasi pag nagkabaliktad yan, ginawa mong 1/8 minus 5, iba magiging sagot dito. Ano magiging sagot dito? Magiging negative 4, 7 over 8. Okay? O, magkaiba yan ha. Tandaan, nakikita nyo dito, may negative 4, 7 over 8. Delikado kang bata ka pag nagkamali ang pagkakaintindi sa question. Okay? Bakit nauna dito si 5, sir? Dun sa sentence, nauna si 1/8. May word po kasi na from. Okay? From 5. So, kay 5 mo ibabawas. So, ayun po. Next topic na kasi dito sa aking PowerPoint ay decimal. So, humaba na yung aking discussion. So, pasensya na kung mahaba na naman yung discussion. Okay? So, I think naman it would be beneficial to everyone na nagre-review na mahaba yung discussion. Okay? So, yun lang po. Maraming salamat and I hope you can deal with all the videos po na i-record ko pa. I-upload pa namin. Kasi, set 1 pa lang po ito. Okay? Meron po tayong tatlong set or tatlong session sa numerical ability na review. So, imagine, you still have how many videos pa? You still have more or less 8 videos pa na papanoorin kasi ang target ko po ay ang target ko po talaga ay 4 na videos kada set. Okay? Though mahirap sa akin kasi mas marami kayong formative assessment na gagawin ko. Okay? Mahirap din on your end. Pero at least, practice nyo po yung pagsasagot ng exams. Okay? Kasi marami kayong formative assessment sa akin. Okay po? So, yun lang. And syempre, mas mahaba rin yung nagiging discussion ko sa inyo. And sana po na-appreciate nyo yun. Okay po? So, maraming salamat po sa pakikinig at pagtitiis. Maraming salamat po talaga. That's it for the set 1 po ng ating numerical ability. Maraming salamat po and I am praying na sana lahat po ng nanonood ng video na to ay makapasa po sa Civil Service Examination. Okay? Kita-kita po ulit tayo sa susunod na video pero for now, you take your formative assessment po muna. Maraming salamat po.